Welcome everyone again to another Hot Cup of Web video. Episode 5 of Space Engineers Survival. I'm Bob Inc. Gonna kind of pick up where we left off, except I came across a new, I don't know that it's a new script, but I came across a script that I found really interesting in the workshop. I can't believe I haven't found it before. I thought maybe you guys might like it, so I thought I'd try to implement it here. It's actually called PAM, and it's a automatic mining script. And now what it does is kind of neat. Is now it doesn't like go and find ore and mine it for you. But what it does, it allows you to set a ship up to go out, grab the designated area, and bring it back to you. And it'll automatically fly the ship in the route that you fly it out there to train. You provided a path and an area, the area to get rid of, and it just goes back and forth and takes care of the ship takes care of itself. It's actually pretty cool. I'll put a link to the script in the description, as well as a link to the instructions on how to make it work. But for now, I'm going to load the script. So I've placed this programmable block, and I go to edit and browse the scripts, and I have it in my list of scripts here. Path Auto Miner. That's the name of the script. So I'll copy that in, do a check the code, otherwise it doesn't work usually, and hit OK. And so now that I believe that should be ready to go. So on our ship, what we need to make sure we have is an antenna, I believe. And I don't think I have one on here yet. So we are going to go ahead and place the antenna in here. Like so. I need a couple of radio pieces. Whoa. Getting a little squirrely. Let's see, I only have 2. Can I make... That's the other deal, is I'm running out of iron on here. I'm going to need some iron, so let's just get rid of some of these plates. I've been making a lot of steel plates to weld together the silo we built in the last episode. But with the heavy armor blocks around the bottom for added protection, it takes a lot of steel plates, and I ran out of iron. Thus the reason that we need to set up the auto miner, because then it'll keep getting us the iron we need while we get freeing us up to do and build other things. So we got the antenna block on, which will allow the base to connect to the ship. And I just realized that I made a mistake here. So the program block that I placed, you don't want to put it on your base. You actually want to put it on the miner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and we're going to go put it on the miner. Where's a good spot? Right here is as good a spot as any. Put that in there. And I believe we need a remote control block. So let's add that to the ship here. There we go. Let's color these up. There we go. And now the other thing that you need to have from I've tested it out a little bit on single player world, is you need to have a sensor. So let's go ahead and let's put the sensor on here. Let's see, I have a sensor. Can't put it there. Yeah, let's just do that. I kind of want it to be centered if I can, but it doesn't seem to be a good option with this light here. And I don't feel like cutting the light off, so we'll put the sensor in here. I'm going to need a couple more radio parts. So let's get some radio parts made. There we go. Oops, I need that last one. Oh, I need some ore detector parts. Alright, well I get to make those. But I also want to put a camera on here so then if I want to, I can see what the miner's doing remotely from the base if I want to. So I need gotta make a couple of ore detector parts. So let's go ahead and get that done. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's put that in. And then, okay, let's start this over. So you want to load the script into a program block on your miner. And I like to give my program blocks names of whatever I have loaded in them. Makes it easy to know which one is which. So I'll copy that into here, run the check. Code goes there, and now you'll notice down here in the bottom right is output from the job, and that's actually a menu. Now what you can do with this script is you can install an LCD screen on the miner, and then you can actually see what the ship is doing at the time, or if you place it in a way you can see it from within the cockpit. But let's just go ahead and stick it right here. And I was gonna say I don't think you have to do anything, but so there's what the script is doing, and once we set it up, it will have different output. Right now it's just displaying the menu. So what you want to do is you get in your ship and you want to have it connected to your connector that you're going to want it to work with, and this is what they consider the home position. And now there's if you scroll down, there's some run arguments here that are very helpful. You have up, down, which navigate the menu, and then apply, which is about the same as pressing enter on an option. And then there's some of these other basic ones here. You can do a start and stop if you're running into a problem. So what we want to do is we want to record a path and set home. So you start at home, and when you're at home, then you send apply when this option's selected, and you hit run, and now it's recording the path. So now what I want to do is I want to fly the path to our iron. So you want to undock, and you want to fly a safe enough distance away, and then what you want to do is you want to fly over to your ore in a path that's not going to interfere with anything else you might be doing. And it might work better if I turn my HUD on. And so here's my iron deposit that I was using. Let's get down here. And let's see. Okay, so here's the iron. So what you want to do now is you want to line your ship up with the area you want to mine. And you want to get close enough to the ground that you can move around in all four directions, like this, you know, your left and right, and in this case it'd be up and down. Whoa. It's really going to mess with the pathing with this, but whatever, all in the name of display. I can clean it up later. But so I want to get here, and from right about here, what I want to do now is go back into the menu to the program block, and what I want to do now is I want to do apply to stop the path recording, and now I want to set up the mining job. So I need to push down, type down to move the menu down, and then apply. And from here, you can set the parameters of what it will mine out with a width, a height, a depth for what it'll dig out. Now I want to dig it a little bit deeper than what it says, so I'm going to go ahead and move this down to depth, and I'm going to do an apply on the first one because I will increase it. If you look at the second one, it has a minus sign, so it will decrease it. So I'm just going to increase it to 36 should be okay. It might actually be a little too far, we'll find out. But then I want to go up, and I'm just going to leave these set for what it is right now, just because it should be fine. So when you have that set, then you want to do apply on start job at the top here and do run. And now what it's going to do is it's going to automatically mine out a square of the dimensions that we entered in the job output. And what it's going to do is when the ship fills its cargo, which you can actually see on, if you go to the program block, you'll see here it's got a full load, and now it's going to return to its dock. So we return to our start point, and then it takes off and flies the route back automatically. I'm not pressing any of the keys. Turn these off. Now my path might be a little messed up when it flies back out because of the little shifting I did, but that's fine. And now once you have this set up and working, you don't actually have to be in the ship. I mean, that's the best part. I'll be able to get out, and this ship is going to go back and forth until it digs out a nice big hole. And with the change in stone from before, the stone now is going to give me, or you iron, iron, silicon, and nickel. So it's okay digging out the stone in my case, because I need iron, and getting silicon nickel is bonus. And you could also use this script with a hydrogen power ship, and the script will actually make sure that it has enough hydrogen to fly. What it's also going to do is it's going to charge our batteries. And now you see the ship turns itself around, and it actually will dock itself up to our connector. And if we go look at our program block, we'll see now that it's unloading the ship. And once it unloads the ship, it will then charge the batteries to a level that it likes. And when that's done, it will take off and fly off and get another load. So if I go in here and look at the ship, and let's go to our large cargo, and let's go ahead and get that off of there. So now the ship is empty. So if we go look at the program block now, it says it's charging the batteries. So when the batteries reach an appropriate charge level, which probably will be full charge, so it might take a little while, the ship is going to take off and go back and get us another load of stone and iron and whatever else is out there, which is perfect. So now all we have to do is sit back and wait for it to do its runs, and in the meantime we're going to get stone and all that jazz, and what we can do is I learned that I need to make more power. The base seems to be running low on power, so we're going to go ahead and I built this little tower here, and we're going to stick a couple more windmills on here like so. Got one. And hang on, let's change the color back. There we go. I think I might have to do a solar farm or something here too. I don't know. Just need to get more energy in this base. We're starting to use more and more. We got a ship to charge now. We got cargo boxes. We got refineries running. There we go. The more power input we can get, the faster these batteries can charge. Because I don't believe they are charging Yeah, it's going to be a while before they fully charge. So, yeah, so that's the auto mining script. It's actually really cool. I mean, you could make a more compact miner than this, because you could say go smaller cargo boxes because you don't have to fly the trips. It can make as many trips as it wants then, And like I said, it'll keep the batteries charged, and as long as you make it don't interfere with its set path, it'll run back and forth until it finishes the area, and then it will fly itself back and dock, and it'll have a message saying job complete. And it's pretty great. I really like it. Another program I want to run that I like to run. It's and again, I'll put a link to it in the description with the auto miner one. This is a really simple one. It's just an automatic door script, and I believe it's whip. Let me see my list here. Yeah, whips, auto, door, and airlock script. And what this will do is you can actually set it. There's some parameters you can change. Like this one here is how fast in seconds that the door will automatically close. Now I'm playing by myself, so in this game, so I like to do 2 seconds because then I don't have to wait very long, but it's enough to keep the door open long enough for me to go through, but fast enough that I don't have to wait very long to do my own airlock. But there are settings within this script that'll allow you to set up like a truer airlock system where a door will close, and you can make it so that a light turns green and red when the airlock is safe and not safe, or complete and not complete. So you'll see here I can open the door and basically count to 2 and it closes. Now that's just a single door, so where it's going to be more useful is over here, where I can open the door, jump in, closed itself, open this one, and it's just an easier way to do the airlock. I don't have to constantly keep turning around to close the door behind me. It'll do it on its own as long as you just remember to step in, wait 2 seconds. I mean, you could try 1 second, but that might be a little too fast, depending. And then closes itself. It works great. I love it. See, 1, 2, open the door, and airlock is still intact inside our base here. So we're still waiting on this miner here. You can look at now. See with the screen on the outside here, we can actually go look at the screen here, and you still see it says charging batteries, and the batteries are at 52%. So it's it's going to be a little while before it takes off, but and like I said, in the meantime here, I can go back and I can start going back to mine up our silo, and I'd like to put there's a couple more programs I'd like to put in there. I like the script for inventory management. Just helps keep all your parts organized. I also like to have the script that come on, I don't know what that problem is. There's also a script that I like to do that what does it do now? I forget. Let's see. Oh, the automatic LCDs, and what that'll do is it'll allow you to place an LCD, and you can pull up information about like how much ore of a certain type you have, or how many ignits you have of a certain type. You can even display like how many components you have. There's a whole lot of configuration. You can do it. You can customize your own screen essentially to show, like how much charge your batteries have, how long it will take to charge them. Like I said before, how many parts you have of each thing, how much ore you have, and all that. And they're really handy. So you can save a little bit of time not having to like scroll through inventories and trying to keep a running tally in your head. They work great on a ship too, for setting up like a bridge. You can have like a a big command wall of all the information you're ever going to need about this ship. What the current status of that ship. But yeah, so right now I just got more and more and more welding to do. It's as this game is notorious for, I'm sure, with the most of you who've played, is you gotta spend forever welding. And I know there's some mods you can do. I've actually toyed with one of them with what is it? It's like a build and repair system, and it's pretty neat. And it's like a custom block you place down, and basically what it does is it gets spiders messing out here. And basically what the script does is it has these little nanites that fly out and help build all the items for you. Again, it kind of frees you up to just be creative and just keep making whatever you want to make while the system follows behind you and welds everything together. Man, these heavy armor blocks take so much steel, it's crazy. And you've got another free spider drops. Let's see, large cargo, put that stuff down. I suppose I can queue these back up. Need to get cobalt? Oh, I think I need cobalt. Huh. Well, yeah, we might have to set up multiple auto miners, or maybe let this one run for a little bit and then put it on cobalt, because we need all kinds of it. But see here, and then here's the cool thing is like what you can do while that thing is out mining. You can always pop into your base and pull up the camera I installed and view it. That's weird. I don't know why it's not viewable. Weird. But yeah, so when it's flying around, you can actually view it. Oh, I think I need to put an antenna on the base here. I think that's its problem. So we can install an antenna. Oh, I need steel plates. Steel plates, always steel plates. I think I'm gonna need more iron because I'm gonna need more. I gotta make 40 radio parts. Let's queue those up. Let's grab some steel plates. So we can at least get this started. And we'll install it, I guess, here for now. Kind of works. But there we go. So there's an auto miner script for everyone, and an automatic door script for everyone. And then what's great about it is you don't need to mod your game. You can still play vanilla, which I actually enjoy, and still get enhanced features in the game that can enhance the experience. And again, I'll include links to the scripts and any instruction that I have links to as well. So if you want to load them up into your game, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, they're out on the workshop. And yeah, I think we're gonna call it an episode. Once again, this is Bob Inc. for HotCupOfWeb. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Space Engineers. And stay tuned for next week, and we'll have another one. Thank you very much.